Happy Monday. Took you back, didn't it? Happy Monday's there. Manxine there. Carl's like really getting down. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on.
Got
come
any
on.
Vieras?
Oh, come on, Mel.
Sweet.
Did it take you back, did it?
Yeah.
How old are you?
29.
29. So you were just going into, out of your teens.
I'm a Virgo.
No.
What?
No. No. You don't understand. It's just, I'm
Rick,
a Virgo.
I thought we discussed about involving Carl.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Management have told us we're just not allowed to do it.
We've had emails from people.
Please don't speak to Carl.
It's cruel.
Exactly.
On the cusp.
Can I just make an appeal? I don't want to...
On the cusp, the Virgo, he said. Still going through with it. Doesn't know what's going on, does he? Just wave bright objects at him.
Yeah.
We've got a competition, Steve.
We have, but before we mention
Go
that,
on.
can I just ask something? I don't want to exploit our position on the radio.
No.
But I wonder, because I'm very tall, and it's very tricky for me to get size 14 shoes and big clothes and stuff, can I just get people to send some stuff if like, maybe they own a shop which
Yeah, but
sells
it'd
stuff?
be things like homemade clogs
That's
that people
cool.
have carved out of chunks of wood they found
That's
in the
whatever.
shed.
Whatever.
It's not
When I
really
was in
great.
America, when I was in America, everyone says to me, you go to
Here
America...
is a cool. I made out of my own skin.
When I was in America, everyone told me like it would be really easy to get big clothes and big shoes and that because they're all huge and all freaks over there.
all right, steady on.
And I was wandering around New York and I was going in a few shops, kind of saying, we've got size 14, US 15 shoes, and they were going, no, one shop
Is that the
literally-
difference?
Yeah,
One.
and they literally were laughing at me. There was a couple of shops where they literally laugh and get like someone else in and come and look at the tall, freaky Englishman.
Really?
And then one guy said, I remember we had someone come in there once, and he said he'd been to a shop which sold kind of stuff for really tall people, and he said, I think I can remember the address, and he sort of looked at the sort of telephone direction, he made a note of it, and I went on the subway, and I went down all the
Lilliput.
and I went, it took me ages to get there, and really hard to find it. I finally went in there, I've never seen it, was heaving, right, with freaks. It was
Really?
amazing, it was like, they were just kind of gargoyles, it was like something from Lord of the Rings. They were just kind of these tall people and kind of gnarled.
Did they turn around and start
grotesque
bowing to you?
It was incredible.
Yeah.
And I went in and I just said, hi, I'm looking for a kind of da-da-da-da sort of thing. Guy went, yeah, sure. And he sort of hobbled off into the darkness and came back with exactly the kind of pair of shoes I wanted. I couldn't believe my luck.
It might be a magic shop.
But it was like that shop in Mr. Ben.
It might have been a dream, though. You see? Have you still actually got the shoes?
No.
Because when Mr. Ben sort of like goes back and wakes up next day, he finds like a feather in his pocket where he remembers he was a 17th century sort of squire or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The classic episode of Mr. Ben when he becomes a 17th century squire.
oh dear.
Mr. Ben learns to play the harpsichord.
But it's like when Mr. Ben, that black shopkeeper goes, right, are you going to pay for that? You're not just going to go through that door and then have an adventure and come back. Oh, yeah, I am. No, you're not. You're barred.
Yeah.
You just make me sick. We make nothing from you. Well, I'm not in this for your amusement, Mr. Ben.
Is it only Ben who's got the insider knowledge about the magical doorway, or
I don't
have
know,
other
because
customers?
that fella in the fez doesn't seem to have anyone else there.
No, rarely. He's always grinning though. He knows
Yeah.
something.
I'm not sure. It's not a documentary, though, is it? It's a kid's show, isn't it?
I'm trying to remember.
No, it's not. It's just a kid's show, so anything can happen.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people make that mistake
Sure.
when they slag off something like Scooby-Doo or
Oh.
Thundercats. It's not really
Not
reality.
actually real.
It's just a
Oh,
kid's.
but Mr. Ben, they were all on drugs, weren't they? Like Magic Roundabout.
My mate fancied Cheetara from
I forget
Thundercats.
Cheetara. Which one was Cheetara? I quite like She-Woman.
She was a lovely
Yeah,
cat.
she was a real dish.
What's the sexiest cartoon?
I'm glad you've asked.
A lot of people say Jessica Rabbit.
They do, and they'd be right to say that, because she's actually human, she's not an animal, which is good.
What?
Isn't she? No, she's a normal woman married to a rabbit.
No, she's not.
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit.
Is that what she got a surname, Rabbit? But
Yeah,
she's not
'cause
actually
she's
a rabbit.
married Roger Rabbit. But she's not actually a rabbit, she's a glamorous woman.
Is she?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
No, yeah. This is the weird thing about it.
That's weird, though, isn't it?
It is weird, the idea of a rabbit having sex with a beautiful woman. That is the weirdest thing about it.
How does that make you feel?
Annoyed, if I'm honest. Yeah. But I bought some bunny ears just after I saw the film.
Oh, hip hop. You got your hip hop
Oh, yeah,
track.
good. No. This album was rated by a lot of people last year. And my sources tell me that it's being re-released and re-recorded this year.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nerd are the outfit. They're better known as the Neptunes, who are kind of sort of hip-hop R&B producers.
Yeah,
I think this track may have featured on a giveaway CD.
It did.
On the NME.
It did.
Anyway, it's Dynamite. It's from the album In Search Of by Nerd, and it's Bobby James. Play it. Nerd from the album In Search Of, and that's Bobby James.
Brilliant.
It's great.
It's really bit. It reminds me a little bit of Warren G. That chorus.
Sure, yeah. And apparently the album, it was on kind of limited release, so it's quite tricky to get hold of. But as I say, I think they're re-releasing it.
Well, you should tape off the radio because we're doing lots of features.
Yeah, no, I'll maybe play that again in the future. Just tape it off. I'll tell you what, I'll play the whole album over the course of the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and we're just. I mean, you know, we're going to have us talking. We just go now, and you can
we
press
can't
play and
actually
record.
say we can't advocate you tape it off the radio because that's breaking.
No, or maybe I'll just do some bootlegs of the, you know, the catalogue and just sell them Camden Market for £4.
Exactly, fine.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we won't. I mean, we shouldn't really say that, but
Warren G is Dr. Dre's cousin, is he, or something?
Warren G,
right?
I think is his cousin. Yeah.
But I know he's got a famous brother as well, and I think it's something like Nate Dogg.
It could well be Nate Dogg.
Maybe someone would know that and could email or phone in.
Yeah, or email maybe kind of.
This is the best thing about being on the radio. I can think of something. There was a competition right on Virgin, right? I was listening Virgin. I think 105. No, what is it? I can't remember.
Yeah. Good station.
Good station. And they had a competition, right? And it was to win a trip to America on the Enterprise. It was all about space. And there was one question, answer 3 right, and it was who was the first one into space? Yuri Gagarin. Who was doing that. And then the third question was how much bigger than the moon is the sun? Is it twice as big or 4 times as big? And this one went 4 times as big. Went correct. It's not. It's hundreds of times bigger.
A lot more big,
I can't believe. Can someone look that up on the internet and how many times bigger is the sun than the moon? It's not 4 times. It's huge. It's like beach ball to a pea type dimensions.
Which DJ was it? Do you remember on Virgin?
I can't remember, but it was the one on sort of about 11 o'clock.
I
wouldn't want to be about. Yeah, he's embarrassed himself, hasn't he? When we do quizzes, we never get anything wrong.
That's true enough.
During that track, I'm chilling out. I'm loving it, aren't I? Carl goes, "Do you know how baguettes came about?"
Do you know how baguettes come about?
I went, "Go on," and Steve went, "No, save it."
Wait a minute though. I'm thinking, Rick. People are going to be desperate to know the answer to that. Why don't we play some ads and some music and stuff?
It's like a cliffhanger.
Exactly. How did baguettes come about?
Whatever he says is going to be good, isn't
Stay
it?
tuned to XFM to find out.
Hives, hate to say I told you so. So I love that sort of stuff. That and the Strokes. So much better than this new metal rubbish, isn't it?
Definitely.
Now, most people think we talk rubbish on air.
Yep.
If they could hear the conversations
Off
that
air.
go on, I know, but someone just emailed in saying the sun is indeed about 400 times bigger than the moon. Thanks for that. That DJ must have looked it up and said 400 times. That can't be right. It's probably a printing error. 4 times.
Yeah.
Nothing can be 400 times bigger than the moon. Carl went, yeah, but the sun, it's only got 1 million years, isn't it? I went, what? He went, on that space program, it said that in 1 million years the sun will be destroyed, and he said, and then we're all shafted. Right? I laughed. Steve went, no, it's okay. By then, we'll be on another planet.
No, I think that's true. We'll have colonised other planets.
Carl went, yeah, but there'll be no sun. Steve went, well, there's other suns, which is true. Carl went, well, I went, well, yeah, every star is a sun. Carl went, well, not really. Not really. Don't believe that, do you? And I went, no, it is. The sun is just a star. It's not even a particularly big star. Carl went, well, why didn't they say that instead of worrying me? Instead of worrying me.
In 1 million years' time.
Yeah.
I love the idea of Carl. He's been preserved, brought back to life, and is now the ruler of the world.
Just a head in a fish tank. And he speaks like this. I am Pilkington.
The reason you became king of the universe, of course, is because of your fascinating French bread anecdote.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What
Come
was
on
the
then. How did baguettes come about? If this is going to be someone cooked a loaf a bit wrong and said, "I can still make a sandwich out of it," I'm going to hit you.
No.